The 7-second rule. How bullies choose their targets. 7 seconds. That's about all the time a bully needs to decide, keep targeting this kid or move on. Behavioral experts know that social hierarchies are established fast, often before a word is spoken. Kids unknowingly signal victim by shrinking, freezing, or getting angry. So parents say just ignore it, but that standard advice actually makes this worse. In the psychology of dominance, silence looks exactly like submission, which makes your child a bigger target every time. Today, we're breaking down the confidence anchor, a psychological framework used to retrain those signals. In the next 11 minutes, you'll learn the exact body language, mindset shifts, and 3 verbal scripts that interrupt a bully's reward cycle instantly. Most parents say just ignore them or walk away, and that comes from a place of fear. You want your child safe, and fighting back feels dangerous. But research on peer dynamics shows something surprising. To a bully, silence doesn't look like strength, it looks like submission. Walking away doesn't say, "I don't care," it says, "I can't handle this." What most parents don't realize, every time your child stays silent, the bully learns that this behavior works. Silence isn't a shield, it's a signal. So what's the alternative? Not fighting back, but not hiding either. Ignoring is pretending you didn't hear them. That's avoidance. We want assertive indifference, looking right at them, grounded and completely unimpressed. And it starts with what's happening inside your child's head. Building mental resilience, the internal confidence shield. Layer 1, mindset. Words only hurt when they land on the heart. We're going to teach your child to catch those words mid-air before they get there. The breakthrough came when we stopped teaching kids to be tougher and started teaching them to be discerning, to sort what's true from what's garbage. Tonight at dinner, teach your child this visualization. Imagine a clear shield around you. When someone says something cruel, the words hit the shield first, not your heart, not your identity. The shield catches it. Then ask one simple question. Is what they said true? If the answer is no, it's garbage. And here's what you do with garbage. You don't pick it up. You don't put it in your backpack. You step over it and keep walking. Practice this tonight. Your child says, "Someone called me stupid." Pause. Before you comfort, ask one question. Do you think that's true? Then wait. Let them answer. What you're teaching isn't denial, you're teaching discernment. Because confident people don't absorb every opinion thrown at them. They filter first. Once the mindset shifts, the body follows. And that's what bullies see first. Layer music 2, the body. What bullies see before your child says a word, the way they stand, hold their head, occupy space. Confidence is felt before it's spoken. Bullies scan for physical cues before your child speaks. Slumped shoulders, nervous laughter, taking up less space. They're opportunists looking for anyone who seems unsure. So teach your child the tree roots visualization. Feet grounded, weight evenly distributed. Imagine roots growing down from the soles of their feet into the earth. Or tell them to imagine their feet are heavy, like they're glued to the floor. Body steady, chin level, not down, not up. Shoulders open, not hunched forward. This posture communicates one simple thing: I belong here. Now, here's the breakthrough that's effective for kids who struggle to look anyone in the eye. One simple redirect. Tell them, don't look at their eyes, look at their eyebrows. It feels like eye contact to the bully, but removes the intensity for your child. They can hold that gaze without feeling exposed. This single adjustment has stopped bullying situations for kids who couldn't maintain eye contact before. Practice this while they're telling you about their day. Remind them, tree roots, eyebrows. Make it a game, because under stress, we default to what's automatic. Make grounded posture automatic. Posture changes how others treat you before you ever say a word. When your child stands grounded and present, they become less of a target automatically. Now we add the final layer, and this is where most kids sabotage themselves. Layer 3, tone. And this is where most kids sabotage themselves. Most kids respond to bullying with either anger or fear. Both give the bully exactly what they're looking for: emotion. Bullies feed on reaction. Anger feeds them, fear feeds them, boredom shuts them down. Psychologists often call this the gray rock method, becoming as uninteresting as a gray rock. Teach your child this face: calm, flat, completely unimpressed, like someone just told them it might rain on Tuesday. Here's the difference in real life. Bully: nice, ugly shoes. Emotional response: they're not ugly. The bully wins. Bored face: okay. The bully gets nothing. When a bully makes a comment and your child responds with a steady, unbothered tone, it removes the reward. There's no explosion, no tears, just nothing. And nothing is the worst possible outcome for someone seeking attention through cruelty. Try this tonight. Say, "Your shirt is weird," to your child. Have them respond in bored face tone. Okay. Record it. Play it back. Let them hear the difference between a defensive tone and a grounded one. One critical warning: when your child first switches to this tone, the bully might try harder for a day or two. Psychologists call this an extinction burst. They are panicking because their old trick stopped working. So if it gets louder for a day, don't quit. Hold the line. Mindset, body, voice. That's the confidence anchor. Now, before I give you the exact scripts, we need to address where confidence actually gets built. Not at school, at home. How parents build confidence at home, not at school. Confidence doesn't start at school. It starts at the kitchen table. If a child can't respectfully disagree at home, they won't suddenly find that voice with their peers. If they can't say no to a sibling without being overruled, they won't say no to a bully. The real training happens in the micro moments. Does a child feel safe saying, "I don't want a hug right now"? Can they decline dinner without a battle? These moments train their voice. If those boundaries aren't there yet, that is the starting point. Consider what happens when this focus shifts. In one real-life example we observed, a family practiced this permission to disagree for 6 weeks, allowing small assertions like, "I need space," or "I don't want to play that game." 6 weeks later, that child used the exact same calm tone with a classmate who had been targeting her. The bully tried twice more, met the same flat tone both times, and walked away for good. The shift was immediate, like watching a switch flip. Not because the child got aggressive, because she got grounded. A child who is heard at home doesn't audition for attention at school. Now, here's what that trained voice sounds like in the hallway when their heart is racing. When your 3 anti-bullying scripts every child should practice. When your child is standing in the hallway and their heart is racing, they need something simple and automatic, not 10 options. 3. Script 1. Bully says, "You're so weird." Your child: "Why would you say that?" Calm, curious, like asking about the weather. The bully now has to explain themselves. Most can't. They freeze, because cruelty doesn't usually have a good reason behind it. This script puts the spotlight back on the bully. It forces them into a moment of self-awareness they weren't expecting. Script 2. Bully says, "Your drawing is ugly." Your child: "You might be right." Completely unbothered, walks away. The bully stands there with nothing left to push against. A quick safety note. Teach your child to use this for opinions like, "Your shoes are ugly." Never use this for physical threats, identity attacks, racism, or hate speech. For those, use the stop script we'll cover next. In one instance, a student used this agreement script when someone mocked his handwriting. He looked at the kid completely calm, said, "You might be right," and kept walking. The kid stood there confused, tried once more the next day, same response, gave up completely. Bullies expect defense. They expect emotion. When your child calmly agrees, the statement lands flat. Without the reaction, the bully loses interest. Script 3. Bully says, "Nobody likes you." Your child: "I don't like that. Stop." Firm, loud enough for others to hear, not aggressive, not timid. A boundary, clear and direct. This creates a witness record and sets a boundary. It signals to teachers, to other kids, to anyone nearby, this isn't okay, and I'm naming it. Practice these at home like fire drills this week. Monday, confusion. Tuesday, agreement. Wednesday, stop. Thursday through Sunday, let your child pick which one feels most natural and practice that. Let your child try each script with different tones until they find the one that feels most natural. Because under stress, we default to what's automatic. Make these responses automatic. Now, before you start practicing these scripts, I need to draw one critical line between empowerment and protection. The confidence anchor builds resilience, but it is not a replacement for adult protection when safety is at risk. Notice the difference between social friction and bullying. Social friction, your shoes are weird. Once your child shrugs it off. Bullying is different. It requires 3 things: intent to harm, repetition, and a power imbalance. That means the bully has more social influence, is physically bigger, or is older, and your child feels helpless to stop it. That's the pattern. When it crosses that line, when there are threats of physical harm, harassment based on who your child is, or you notice sudden withdrawal, fear, or dramatic behavior changes, you step in immediately. The confidence anchor builds their internal shield, but when safety is at stake, you become their external shield. Always you document, you involve the school, you advocate fiercely. This framework builds your child's strength, but you are their protection when the situation demands it. Remember that 7-second moment from the beginning, when a bully decides whether to keep targeting your child, and your child stands there wondering if maybe they're right? The confidence anchor doesn't erase that moment, but it changes what happens next. Instead of internalizing the words, they evaluate them. Instead of shrinking, they stand grounded. Instead of replaying the moment all night, they let it go. This isn't just about surviving 4th grade. You're raising an adult who knows their worth, who sets boundaries without apology, who doesn't shrink when someone tries to make them feel small. The confidence anchor, mindset, body, voice, isn't a quick fix. It's a framework they'll use for the rest of their life. Tonight at dinner, practice the bored face and role-play one script 3 times. Pick script 1, why would you say that, and role-play it 3 times. Then let us know in the comments which script fits your child best. And if you've used any of these techniques, share what happened. Your child's power starts with the signal you help them build at home. And here's the part most parents miss. The words you use at home decide how strong this anchor really becomes. If you want to see the one phrase that quietly builds real confidence, start with the video on your screen now.